The Teaching Academy is building teachers. We are learning invaluable skills of collaboration and critical thinking. Each day, we are working on activities that any classroom teacher would be doing. We are thinking of new ways to get students' engagement and attention and assess them, formative and summative. We plan activities. They are making connections and building a future for themselves. So my students do any number of things in the classroom. At the end of last year, my seniors even went back and took cap and gown pictures with their kindergarten and first grade classes.
What a great opportunity to grow our own. And so the grant actually came through the literacy department. It was a tutoring grant, which could have been utilized or used in multiple different ways. We could have outsourced the tutoring to a separate company, but the district chose to take this opportunity to kind of merge the literacy department and CTE and allow them to provide the tutoring, which was a great opportunity because hopefully that will continue for years and years to come.
Yeah, we're very excited to have the Teacher Academy at Milton High School just as an opportunity for our students. We have a lot of students that when they reach their junior and senior year, they really are ready to begin thinking about the future. And when we brought this to the school, when we advertised it, we had probably 80 students interested, which then we narrowed down to, I have a group of 24 that I bring over to tutor just because they had to meet some pretty rigorous standards. But it's just really exciting, and as an educator, I love the idea of growing future educators. That's one of the most exciting things I see on our campus, is just the opportunity to put back into the education world future educators. Yeah, so some of the, so as we're debriefing with our students when they come back the day after a tutoring session, some of the highs, they love the relationships they're building with the students. So they're with the same group of students every week, and so they just love that, they're getting to know these kids and they're telling them stories and they're telling them things about their life, and they look forward to seeing them, so they're very excited about that. As far as lows, I don't think there's been any low for them so far, but they are learning lots of different aspects of teaching. So behavior management questions. What do you do if a student is defiant or pushes back or is maybe unacceptably playful in a classroom, what do we do? So I don't think they have any lows so far, but they are learning so many different pieces of what it's like to be a teacher and how to manage those kids.
So through the grant, the material that they present to these students, it has to be approved. We're using materials through FCRR, which is Florida Center for Reading Research. They're all aligned to our best standards. So a lot of it was Katie and I meeting with these teachers at the very beginning of the year. At Rhodes, we met with all K-1 teachers during pre-planning, really reassuring them that these students not only met certain criteria, they're really good kids, but also that we are aligning all of the FCRR activities to what they're currently teaching in the classroom. So we have received all scope and sequences for every grade level. We are aligning all of the activities to the actual HMH curriculum that they're teaching in the classroom. So these students are preparing those each week, taking them into the classrooms. They are actually assigned to a small group of students, and we tell these high school kids, take ownership in these kids. They're your kids for that time. We are monitoring the kids that they're seeing, we're tracking them, we're gonna take their STAR scores, an assessment that they're already taking for the school and the district, and we're actually using that throughout the year to monitor these students that they're working with to ensure that this is beneficial. And so, for those kindergarten students, we've told our high school tutors, know what letters they know what letters they still need to know. Take ownership in those kids. They work with them every day that they're here for the rest of the year. So not only are they building that relationship with them, but they're also going to make huge improvements in their academics is the hope.
So from a CTE standpoint, we have a lot of things that we would like to see come kind of to fruition through this. But at this point, this specific year, with the way the grant's written, the students that complete it, and they complete 75 hours of tutoring, providing these FCRR materials, they will be qualified to be New World Scholars. So that's just an honor that they'll receive at graduation with a stole and that kind of thing. And then this whole program and that award will be something that, as they move forward into college, if they decide to pursue education, of course they can use this as a stepping stone for getting into those education programs, or even just qualifying for positions in the future. If they choose to maybe go an early childhood development route, showing that they've spent all of this time in a classroom actually working with kids. So definitely like a resume builder. I think it's a confidence builder for the students too. Some of the things they shared with me at the beginning of the year is that they were just very nervous about teaching. There's so much in the news and the world tells you about what education is, and I think so many of them have felt more at ease because now they can say, I've been in a classroom, I've seen these kids, I've worked with these kids, and it's going to make them feel more confident in a decision to pursue a degree in education.
My name is Trinity Lane Abercrombie, also known as Trent Abercrombie, and I am a senior at Milton High School. Why schools should do this everywhere is because it's good for the students that are involved in the program that are getting taught, and it's good for the students that are in the program that are teaching. The students that are getting taught, some of them may be very high level, very low level, but then there's also that group of bubble kids that maybe don't get as looked at as much, So I think that with programs like these, they hit all three levels. The teacher may hit the ones with the lower, and you'll have the bubble kids get sent off with a kid, and the higher group sent off with another kid, so that they can learn, adequately learn and be challenged the right amount. Not low enough, not high enough, but just the right amount of challenge. And for the other side of the kids like me, kids that may want to go into the teaching profession, that's an important thing for them as well, because they get to actually sit in a classroom and they get to sit down with these kids and they get to teach them, and then they get to make lesson plans, and it's a really important thing to learn. It also adds a sense of responsibility, because these are your kids that you're taking care of. These are your kids that you're sitting down with every day, helping them go through A to Z, learn words, make sentences. So it's very important that you be there, which is also another type of responsibility, is attendance. And it just makes sure that the kids that are being taught, they learn correctly and that they get a good education, and that the kids that are teaching are giving a good education, but also making this a learning experience from it. I may stick with the teacher profession. I'm also thinking about being a nurse practitioner, which I'll probably end up going either in family practice or pediatrics. So either way, I still want to be able to help children. I think that children are probably the group that need the most help because they're still developing, and if I can help their development in either an educational way or physical way to make sure that they develop healthfully, then I think I will have done a good thing in life.
My name is Michaela Peterson, and I'm a senior at Milton High School. Whenever I was told that we actually had this class where we could go to another school and we can actually be engaged with other kids, I was so excited because I love working with kids already. It gets me more prepared on how to actually speak with kids and know what will actually get children engaged. So I can teach even younger kids so that they can know what they want. Definitely helps me understand what teachers have to go through. Actually, kids love us. They see us as their role model, and we're a celebrity to them, and it's such an amazing feeling just having kids who are excited to see you every day. So teaching kids and helping them learn just had my heart racing, and I was so excited. I was okay, I want to do this now. I don't want to wait till next year. I want to do this now.
I'm putting my heart into it so that they will be able to also put their heart into teaching, to really know what they want. So I really wish I had more classes and more academy students, and it was bigger than Santa Rosa County, because I think we really need it in the United States today.